Can we be honest for a second? Can we be completely honest? I'm gonna be. Whether you're honest listening, that's up to you, right? But I don't think people fathom the sheer amount that this world does not give a fuck about them, myself included. This world don't give a fuck about me. They do not care how I feel. They do not care what I want in life. They don't care if I go homeless tomorrow. And I'm not saying that that's everybody, right? Obviously there's some people in this world that care about me, and there's some people in this world that wouldn't want to see bad things happen to me. But everybody else is fucking indifferent. They do not care in the slightest bit what happens to me. I learned this early. I've lived so many different walks of life. I'm 27 years old, and through those 27 years, I've been everything. You know what I mean? I've done the streets, I've done job, I've done university, I've done fucking homeless. Listen, I've been to one extreme to the other. I've experienced a lot of different types of people, different circumstances, different situations, and there's one thing between all of them that I know 100%, and that is nobody gives a fuck about me. Nobody gives a fuck about what I need, what I want, what I'm passionate about. All they care about is what I can do for them. And that's drilled in my head 100%. I'm not in denial, right? I'm not delusional to this shit, and I think the people are. I think the people think that they can somehow convince people to give a shit about them. It doesn't. People will only give a fuck for you and what you do if you and what you do helps them in their life, right? So if you're an artist, if your music inspires them, if your existence, your updates, everything that you do, if it inspires them, if it makes them a better person, they'll give a fuck about you. But if you don't give them that, they do not care. They don't want to hear your vision. They don't want to hear your story. They do not care. Listen, people walk past people getting stabbed. People walk past homeless people who are dying on the street. They do not care. People do not care. And you've got to know this. You've got to understand this. You've got to embrace this, because if you don't embrace the fact that 99.99999% of this world does not give a fuck if you live or die, if you do not embrace that, if you've got this delusion of walking around life like everybody loves you and everyone wants to love you and everybody wants to help you and everybody wants to see you win and that you're some kind of special one that's above all this, listen, you need to come back down to reality. Because these people do not give, I don't think you understand how much people do not give a fuck about you. Or give a fuck about me. The difference is, once you know that, you can use that. You can use that to your advantage. Knowing that people don't give a fuck about you and only what you do, so you do. And you do on such a big scale that everybody gives a fuck about you. But by default, just by your existence as a person, just by you waking up in the morning, by the content of your character and how nice you are, they don't give a fuck. Create something that helps them. Oh, they'll give a fuck. Even as far as it suits them. They might not give a fuck after that, but as far as it suits them, they'll give a fuck. And like I say, you're going to get your anomalies, you're going to get this person that does give a fuck, and that person that does give a fuck. But let's not look at this whole world like it's for us. Everyone else, you got to come up with the goods for. And you'll only be as relevant for as long as you can bring up the goods for those people. While you can provide for those people, while you can improve the lives of those people. The second you stop doing that, bam, they don't give a fuck no more. Use this shit, learn this shit. If I've learned anything in my life, it's this. People walk past dead people in the street, bro, and don't give a fuck. Go to work, carry on. I saw a dead guy earlier. I saw a guy get stabbed in front of me. It's crazy. Oh, what did you do about it? Oh, go around my phone, put on Instagram, put on Snapchat, put on Facebook. People don't give a fuck. Savage fucking world. And you need to know. You need to know how savage this world is. It ain't all rainbows and butterflies and all that shit. So if you think, oh shit, if you think that that's what the world is, man, it's gonna be a bad time. Don't get mad, get motivated though, because I don't want this video to bring people down. I want you to utilize what I'm saying and what I'm telling you. You can use this shit. You can use the fact nobody gives a fuck about you to do something in this world and make them give a fuck about you. So don't think that this is some kind of video to pull you down, because it ain't. This is to empower you and help you realize one of the realest things about this world. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Don't get mad, get motivated.